Such was the nature of grass, that it continued to grow despite the wind. It bowed to the wind. Its roots spread under the soil, anchoring it, leaving no room for other plants to find lodgment. The grass had always been there. It was the wind which was more recent, and the bite in it. The great exhalations from the north carried with them a fast-moving sky, comprising a patchwork of black and grey cloud. Over distant high ground, the clouds spilled rain and snow. Here, across the steppe-lands of Charles, they pervade nothing worse than a neutral obscurity. That neutrality found an echo in the monotony of the terrain. A series of shallow valleys opened one into the next, without definite feature. The only movement to be seen was among the grasses. Some tufts bore insignificant yellow flowers, which rippled in the wind like the fur of a supine animal. The sole landmarks were occasional stone pillars, marking land octaves. The south-facing sides of these stones sometimes bore lichens, yellow and grey. Only keen eyes could have discerned minute trails in the grass, used by creatures which appeared at night or during dim day, when only one of the two suns was above the horizon. Solitary hawks, patrolling the sky on motionless wings, explained the lack of daytime activity. The widest trail through the grasslands was carved by a river which flowed southwards, towards the distant sea. Deep and sluggish in movement, its waters appeared partly congealed. The river took its colour from the tatterdemalion sky. From the north of this inhospitable country came a flock of arang. These long-legged members of the goat family loosely followed the tedious bends of the river. Curly-horned dogs kept the arang closely grouped. These hard-working Assakins were in turn controlled by 6 men on Hoxney back. The 6 sat or stood in their saddles, to vary their journey. All were dressed in skins, lashed about their bodies with thongs. The men frequently looked back over their shoulders, as if afraid of pursuit. Keeping up a steady pace, they communicated with their Assokins by whoops and whistles. These encouraging signals ran through the hollow spaces round about, clear above the bleat of the arang. However often the men glanced back, the drab northern horizon remained empty. The ruins of a place of habitation appeared ahead, nestling in an elbow of the river. Scattered stone huts stood roofless. A larger building was no more than a shell. Ragged plants, taking advantage of the windbreak, grew about the stones, peering from the blank window sockets. The arang herds gave the place a wide berth, fearing plague. A few miles farther on, the river, taking a leisurely curve, served as a boundary which had been in dispute for centuries, perhaps for as long as there had been men in the land. Here began the region once known as Haziz, northernmost land of the North Campanlatian plain. The dogs channeled the arang along beside the river, where a path had been worn. The arang spread into a fast-moving line, face to tail. They came in time to a broad and durable bridge. It threw its 2 arches across the wind-troubled face of the water. The men whistled shrilly. The Assokins marshalled the arang into a bunch, preventing them crossing the bridge. A mile or 2 away, lying against the northern bank of the river, was a settlement built in the shape of a wheel.